Hello, welcome to the Rock Lab. This is part one. I'm gonna go through the samples, show you some attributes about each of the samples, and then we will, hopefully you're gonna work with the dichotomous key that is linked there. The dichotomous key is pretty cool. It helps us identify things in nature. Really, you can make a dichotomous key about anything, but they're often used by scientists. It's kind of a if this, then that thing. So a few of the things, the first thing you're always gonna be looking at is, does the mineral sample have visible connecting crystals? Now think back to what we learned about minerals. Minerals have specific crystals. So if you get a whole bunch of minerals together in a rock sample, you can sometimes see different crystals in there. A good example of that might be your granite countertops at home. Go ahead and take a look at those. They have a whole bunch of different connecting crystals in it. And the other question will be, no, they do not have visible connecting crystals. So you're going to use this after I go through the rock samples before you look at part two to see how you're doing on the investigation. Can you identify the rock types? So the three rock types, remember, are igneous, means born of fire, right? Igneous rocks are volcanic in nature. They either come from lava as it comes out of the ground or magma, lava that's still kept in the ground. We have metamorphic rocks, rocks that have been changed due to heat and pressure. Deep under the earth, there's a lot of pressure going on with all the weights and sizes of different things. And the last type would be sedimentary. Sediments are little pieces of other rocks that have broken off and been transported somewhere and piled up and stacked in layers. Often sedimentary rocks, you can see layering effect. Okay, so it's just kind of the basics. So here we go. Let's look at our rock samples. The first sample I have is sample number one. All right. I apologize. You should be using this document right here, the one that you've downloaded from today. It tells you to go through and take down information. Before you watch item number two, you're going to click on that link and use that key and see if you can identify what type of rock it is and what's the name of the rock. All right. So rock sample number one is right here. So first question is, does it have visible connecting crystals? I would say no. It's one kind of dark color. Yeah. So it definitely doesn't have visible connecting crystals. What else do I know about it? Well, is the rock glassy? It's definitely not glassy. It's very dull in color. I will say you can see a whole bunch of little holes. Look real closely. You see those little air pockets? This will help. Air pockets here, 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 all different air pockets. So it has some holes in it. It's dark in color. Well, that's all I really have for the first rock. I'm going to put that one down. First sample. Sample number two. Well, does it have visible connecting crystals? Yeah, I'd definitely say it's got different color minerals. Remember, a crystal is all of basically the same, an accumulation or a collection of the same mineral where you can see it. So yeah, you can definitely see different minerals in there. I would say that it looks like it has the salt and pepper pattern, meaning is it opposite colors? Yeah, are they all kind of connected? Yeah, they are definitely all kind of connected. I don't think it's glassy by any means. I don't think it has thin layers or anything like that. So I think that is really about it. There you go. All right. Sample number three. Sample number three. Well, I would say no, it definitely doesn't have visible connecting crystals. I would say that it definitely looks glassy, right? Looks like it's made of glass almost. Definitely very dark in color. Doesn't appear to have any thin layers. Yeah, I would say that's really about it. Rock number three. Rock number four. Rock number four is going to be a little tricky for you, and I'm going to show you a couple different angles because it almost looks like it has visible. This is probably the hardest one if we're live to do, the hardest one to identify. It doesn't look like it has, it kind of looks like it's got connecting crystals, but it doesn't. It's a little tricky. It's really what it's made from that makes it more tricky. It is definitely not glassy, so we're going to say that. I don't see any thin layers. It looks like just one chunky rock to me. Um, Does it have small holes? No, it doesn't have small holes in it. It looks like it's all solid color, so no small holes. Um, They don't look like they're cemented together. All right, we're going to stop there. Hopefully you can figure this one out. This one's a really neat rock. They're all pretty cool in my opinion. All right, number 5. Number 5 does have connecting crystals. This one's kind of hard to see it. Michelangelo loved this rock right here. Did a lot with this. So, there are definitely crystals, but you can see them shine, and they're connected. They're all pretty much the same color. I would say it doesn't have thin layers, doesn't have little holes. Yeah, we're going to stop there. That's it for rock 5. Rock sample number 6. Rock sample number 6. Here it is. Okay. Doesn't have connected crystals. No, it's kind of the same color throughout. They're not the same shape. It's not glassy by any means. Doesn't seem to have thin layers. Now you can see layers in it, but maybe that's how it formed. But I don't think it has thin layers that you could break apart. What else do I know? It basically, is it made up of something? Well, let me see. Oh, wow, what is that stuff? Feels rough, really rough. Makes me want to walk on a beach. Huh. All right, we're going to stop there on that one. That was number 6. Number 7. Number 7 is an interesting rock. I would say no, it doesn't have connecting crystals. Oh, wait. Does it? Let's look. Oh, wait. It appears to that way, but it doesn't that way. So I'm going to say yes, it does have connecting crystals. It seems to be, are they in a mixed salt and pepper pattern? Not really. They're kind of random all over, but you can see different crystals. That's kind of a tricky one. So yes, it has connecting crystals. It might have thin layers, but I don't know. I'll see if you can figure this one out. I would say it's not glassy. It's not made of pebbles. Doesn't look through the same throughout. It's pretty different. So that is rock 7. Rock 8. Rock 8. No, it seems to be one color. So it doesn't have connecting crystals. Definitely not glassy. Looks pretty rough to me. Doesn't have thin layers, I don't think. Does it have many small holes in it? Well, let's look. Yes, it sure does appear to have a whole bunch of small holes. You know what I'll say about this rock? It's super light. Barely weighs anything. It's just super light. Definitely full of air holes. Doesn't contain pebbles or sand, I don't think. So go ahead and try to figure out rock number 8. Rock number 9. All right, let's look at our last rock. One color, so there's definitely no crystals in a salt and pepper pattern. It's not glassy. It doesn't appear to be glassy. Does it have thin layers? We'll look at it from the side. Oh, it sure seems to have thin layers. You can see it over there. Look at all those little thin layers. Definitely has thin layers. This one is what my dad used to write on. This was his iPad when he was a kid. They'd get big pieces of this and a piece of chalk, and he actually wrote on this stuff. And I don't think he's just making that up. That was a true story my dad used to talk about. He actually used this at school every day. All right. Those are your 9 rock samples. I've given you some information. If you need to watch it a second time to get in all your information, go ahead and do that. And then go ahead and open up that dichotomous key. Remember, a dichotomous key helps us identify things. And see if you can figure out what the name of these are before you watch video number 2, where I'm going to go through and talk about them. All right. See ya.